Good morning, everyone. Thanks for showing up again. And I do read your comments. I want you guys to know that I read every comment out there as quickly as I can and will respond to all the positive ones. I expected with the Bible video a lot of blowback from it. I've gotten a little, maybe about 5 or 10%, but it has been an overwhelming video. So I do read your comments, and I thank you for them, and I love you all very much. So today's topic is going to be a short video because I can't really go on about it, and I've been thinking about it for a week now, and I've been asked several times, a couple times, so I'm putting off a video that I was going to do today. So today's topic is, do we have free will? Do we have it or not? And I thought, how can I present this to you guys that you would understand it and absorb and realize really what it is? So I'm going to put it to you this way. Think of free will as like A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D are points in your life that you created before you came down here. Mile markers, I call them, okay? In essence, that you are going to reach. There's no doubt about it. These experiences that you wanted are going to happen, okay? Now, how I describe free will is how you get to those mile markers, A, B, C, and D. The other beings, humans, that you run into, how are you going to interact with them, right? So that is what and how I would explain free will to you. You have the choice. Say when you come out of your teenage years, what do you want to do? You want to go to college, right? Mile marker A, college. I want to be a college graduate. Good for you. Education is, to me, is more worthy of wealth than actual money. Knowledge is power, to me, anyway. So you want to go to college. Now, how do you get to A? You can go straight to A, your choice, correct? Free will. Or you can, I don't want to go right. What are you going to do? I don't know. You might find some odd jobs. You might zigzag back and forth, left and right, walk a little forward, but eventually you're going to get to mile marker A. Boom. You've reached it. Free will. Instead of going straight there, like getting accepted, start date, September of whatever, right? And then first classes pop up. That's your free will on how you got there. Most go there. Some say, I'm not ready for college. They work for 5-10 years, right? That's their free will. But eventually, whoop, they're going to circle back and they're going to hit A, guaranteed. And you have that free will, like I said, and how you engage with those beings. Some of those conversations might be kind of ugly. Okay, you can choose to get involved in that conversation and let the colorful adjectives fly, right? But what would you be doing? You would really be demeaning yourself, right? Even though it's another being, when I described oneness, that's you. So what you're essentially doing then, by engaging in that behavior, is lowering your vibration. So you're going to take a couple steps down the ladder, right? Because we're trying to get up, raise that vibration, right? Okay, now we're at mile marker A. How do we get to mile marker B? What's B? Maybe I want to get married. Maybe you chose that that you want to experience, right? So, out of college, you got a job. Something inside you is, I want to find a woman, to so on and so forth, start a family, right? So something within you is pulling you towards that, okay? And eventually you're going to find love. You're going to find someone that just makes you head over heels. Every time you embrace her, you feel the electricity running through you, right? And then you just say, hey, let's have a life together and let's buy this house and have kids. Boom, mile marker B. You did that. That was your choice, right? How you chose your partner, whether male or female, because I'm talking to beautiful beings of both sexes here, right? So how you chose your partner and how you went about it is all your free will. It just wasn't plopped in front of your face and said, here you go, that's what you get. No, you went out there and you chose. Just like I chose to wear this today. It was my free will to put on a sweatshirt. a hoodie, right? Okay. Same thing with mile marker B. Now you got to mile marker B. How'd you get there? It may have happened right away. It may have taken 5 years, but you're there. You're in your house and married with kids, right? Your free will. Okay. Now mile marker C might be you chose a divorce. Okay. 15 years down the road, things didn't work out, or you're unhappy. Let's put it that way, right? Communication didn't work. Love didn't work. All good reasons. Why? Well, maybe it just wasn't meant to. You were meant to come together, to have children, to have that experience. And now that experience is over and your GPS, your guidance system, is telling you, you feel this urge, this need to go somewhere, but in your physical mind, it's saying, your ego, right? What the hell are you talking about? No, look at it. But somewhere inside you, you're being drawn somewhere else. That's you. That's your guidance system bringing you home, okay? Free will. You can associate it with it, but something within you is driving you somewhere else. Same thing goes with a job. If you're unhappy in that job, right? You think because you're stuck in this job that I can't do anything. I'm stuck here for 50 years, right? Wrong. If you're unhappy in your job, fix it. Leave it. Leave. If you're not happy in your marriage, this is going to upset some of you too. And that's okay because it's free will. Do it. If you're unhappy, leave with whatever you're doing. Marriage, college, whatever. Work, employment, relationships. If you're not happy, only you can fix it. Only you. And if you believe in your mind that you only have free will to the extent of you have it, but you're unwilling to change, then that's the only free will you got. Maybe I only have the free will to change the color of my hair. Then that is the only free will you have. Okay? And then you're going to be stuck in unhappy and miserable, and that's not what we came here for. Okay? There is no judgment. There is nothing on the other side but love, unconditional love and beauty. That is it. There is no judgment. All right, so now, you're in your 60s, 70s, right? Mile marker D. It's time to come home. Your contract is up. You're going to go home. It's that simple. There is no other way of getting around it. You are going to go home. This vehicle that you're in, which it is all that it is a vehicle. It is nothing. There's nothing sacred about it. It is a vehicle. We manufacture this vehicle every day. Every day it's manufactured. And this is what we see. So when you look out at the world today, everybody, or when you watch this video and you go out and you look at the world that you see, understand something very clear. You, in the world that you see, you have been creating it since your existence on this earth. What you see outside and what you see inside your home is a direct result of your free will. It's a direct result of your free will and your choices and your judgments. That is your world that you see. So when you see that, are you happy with it? When I looked at my world and I realized that, I'm not happy with it. I don't like what I see. I don't like the wars. I didn't like the COVID, but we created that. That is our living world that we created out there through free will. Okay? So with that free will, what can we do? We can manifest a new world. It will physically change, ladies and gentlemen. Your thoughts, your judgments are what create what you see out there. So after my NDE, I stopped judging. So when I see the war with Hamas and Israel taking place, I am deeply saddened. It breaks my heart. I am not judging Hamas, and I am not judging Israel. I am not judging Russia or Putin, and I am not judging Ukraine. I am horrifically sad for all those souls that chose that experience, because I can't even imagine how utterly horrible and horrific what they're experiencing right now. But they are the ones that put themselves there through their beliefs and through their negativity or their lower vibrations. This is what happens in lower vibrations. When you raise that vibration, you are raising your love, you are raising your energy, and you manifest a new physical world. That was the message of Jesus. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Your free will is vast. Whether you want to put on a shirt, whether you want to change your pants, whether you want, what am I going to cook for dinner tonight? This sounds good. Everything you do from changing the shirt or getting up and getting dressed in the morning, to the vehicle you drive to work, to what you want to do for work, everything is free will. That is why, or that is what makes this planet, Gaia, Earth, so hard. Because when we come here, we have decided to separate ourselves from Father, right? To cut that line, and I am now an individual. Now, what does that instill in us? Guilt, right? We're all one. But now we are saying I'm an individual, which isn't the truth, but that's called the illusion, right? That's part of the free will. So we choose to separate ourselves and consider ourselves an individual. So when we get here, we have that guilt of something's wrong. You just can't place it, right? So we're given two things. So we all chose to become lost and separate ourselves from our divinity. We're still divine, but under the illusion, we don't feel that way. For anybody that hasn't had an NDE or very spiritual transformative experience, you don't get that. I know the truth. Okay? So we're given two keys to find our way home. One, I already talked about. It is our guidance system. You know it as your sixth sense. The hair will stand up on your head, or you're going to go somewhere and all of a sudden you go, oh, what's the matter? Let's go. Something's telling you, right? All of you have experienced this. That is your guidance system telling you. You've all learned how to boo-poo it and push it off. And then you consider bad things happening. Well, why did I lose my... Your guidance system is telling you, showing you the way home. And I listen to it now every single day. And it will bring you home, okay? Listen to it. And that's part of your free will. Some of those decisions you make, you're going to make because you've been in, say, that job for 10, 15 years, and you've been miserable for 8 or 9 of them, right? Now you're terrified to get out of that job. What if my money, the material, your guidance system is telling you, it told you a long time ago, you're not going to get out of that rut. And how are you going to climb up that ladder if you don't follow it? We've all learned to boo-poo it, right? We cause ourselves a great deal of suffering because of it. Because of our judgments. You made a judgment to stay there. Was it the right one or wrong one? There is no right or wrong, good or bad. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to your guidance system. How can I find it? It talks to you all the time. Calm yourself. Breathe. Take a moment. Meditate for half an hour. Listen to it. You will feel it. You will feel your guidance system. You will feel your energy. It takes time and practice, because what you're doing is retraining your mind. We're getting rid of the guilt, right? To connect to home and to feel that love and keep pushing yourself up that ladder. Jesus was just way at the top of the ladder, okay? When I told you that he was no different than you and I, he is no less divine than you and I, except he was further up the ladder. To explain that, look at, say, your son or daughter graduating college and a 1-month-old. The college graduate is just further up the ladder, right? She's got more knowledge. She's got more, right? So that's it. Jesus was just way at the top. That's why he was given the job that he did. It means that he was no less divine than any one of us. He was just up there and was controlling his, his energy. He never judged. He loved unconditionally. And the world he created around him was what he had 2,000 years ago. So, and he had free will, 100%. He chose 100% of the time to love and to not judge. Everybody. Okay? So, I know I talked about the one keys. The other key, this is going to offend a lot of people, but that's okay. But you also know it to be true because you exercise it on a daily basis, weekly basis, and that is sexual energy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, sexual energy. I'm not going to go into it now, but it is also our way of connecting to home, our divinity. And I'm going to leave it at that. If you want more on that, I can talk about that, but I will say this: when you're with your partner, your loved one, or a mate that you want to be, and you're wrapped up in each other's arms, what disappears? Everything, doesn't it? The whole world disappears. Your problems, your aches, your pains, the bills aren't there, the worrying isn't there. You're feeling an energy that is coursing through you and electrifying you and bringing you home. You don't realize it, but that is just as important as your GPS. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, you have free will and you exercise it on a secondly basis. You just don't realize you're doing it. So take a step back when you look at this video and look at the world outside. We created that. We created it through our thoughts, through our free will, through our actions, through our judgments. And if you're not happy with it, change it, because only you can do it. And how do you change that? You change it here in your thoughts. Do not judge. Do not condemn. For you are not judged and you are not condemned by the non-physical, by home. All right? And when you can start doing that, when you can start looking at the objectivity, and I know people are going to say, well, these babies in the Hamas killed, they chose, those babies weren't even in. Their soul left that body long before anything happened. Those babies felt nothing. They just discarded it like we discard our bodies in an NDE, and no love or affection for them. Okay? So we have a vast amount of free will, and we exercise it every millisecond of the day. Do I want to watch TV? I'm hungry. What do we want to eat? We want to go out to eat. I want a new bedroom set. You exercise it every day, but you just don't realize you're doing it, because a lot of what you see on the news, and it's the reason why I quit watching the news, it's all negative. It's all meant to keep you in a lower vibrational state. So quit watching it. I have no desire to watch pain and suffering. I have turned my life around from creating that my whole life, living a lie, believing that I was going to burn in hell, and not living my life to its fullest potential. And when I had my NDE, it's going to be in 2024, 4 years, the only thing that I wanted to do was to help people, which was a complete 180 from the selfish, egotistical man that I was. The first part of, and I will talk about this because you guys don't understand what the true meaning of forgiveness is. You don't. And that would be a good topic to talk about too. But we created that, and that is through our judgment and through our free will. So I say to all of you who are watching this video, who enjoy my topics, I dare you to change your physical world. I dare you to climb up that ladder. Quit with the judgment. Quit with the negativity. You are love, you are light, and you are energy. You are the direct manifestation of God. You are love. We are all love. Let's love one another. And with that, we will climb out of the mess that you see out there, and we'll create a world of love where everybody is loved. There is no suffering. Why did suffering leave? Because we stopped judging. With that, I'm going to let you guys go today. It's a beautiful day out. I love you all so very much. I truly do. And if there's anything you want to talk about, anything, if it's in my power, I will talk about it. Put your comments down there. Don't be rude, don't be nasty, because the moment I start to see it, I'm just going to get rid of it. This channel is about love. It's about light. It's about energy. It's about helping those who are lost, who are desperate to free themselves from the guilt that they have. And that guilt started when we decided to separate and come down here from separate ourselves from God. We feel guilty, and you feel guilty for everything that you've done. So I'm here to help those who are stuck, who want the truth, who are craving it. And I cannot stop. This is the old Jason died, and this is the Jason that came out of it. I want to help everyone that I can, and I will. I love you all, and thank you for coming, and we'll see you again soon.